Hello and welcome to the first video of the Unconventional Grower in 2025. In today's video we will be having a quick assessment of key jobs that need doing in the next couple of weeks. And today we're going to be tidying this. In fact, one of the two beds, and I've not decided which, because we've got another shipment of blueberries. So they're going to be going into one of these two beds. I haven't decided which, like I say. So there we go, let's get to it. First things first, in the shed. You can see a bit of damp down this line, and if we just come back round, that's as a result of that temporary job that we put in last year, and it just appears that some moisture's got in. So one of the first things we need to do, and if you look over here, you might not be able to see it on camera, but that's beveled quite a bit. So I don't know whether that one is due to that other side and moisture's got in, or whether there's some kind of just expansion and contraction going on with the differences of the temperature and the weather. Not quite sure. So what I'm going to do, not today, but the first, because I don't have any materials, but what we're going to do is add that to the first job list, is refelt that shed. We're going to take this element right back to the timber and see what's going on. Let's correct the problem rather than masking it. We're going to harvest some of those cabbages today. This is on the job list to do as well. Just take a good chunk of that soil out and replace it with compost. So that's on the to-do list. This bed just needs to tidy up. We've got some beetroot still in, some leeks looking good. This just needs a quick fettle over, nothing too dramatic on that. Swinging back round, borders just need a weeding. They don't look too bad with a crest coming forward. Get rid of this grass. We might be able to get that done today. Like I said, I think we're gonna put this as the blueberry bed across the board, or another soft fruit bed. Not quite sure on that one. Or we could just stick it to this one here. Not quite sure. We might even make another raised bed for this area, a proper one like this. So no point putting them in there. So we may need just a temporary location whilst we figure that one out. But I certainly need more growing area. This has got asparagus in it, so we're not even going to think about touching that. Or could we? Thinking. But it needs to be covered because the pesky birds will end up pecking at them. Look at the sprouts. What a sorry state they've been in. Never mind. We can get some more growing area around here where the strawberries are. Now, so that's that. Over in the salad box, we know this is full of moss, so we need to address that problem. Radishes there. So I might have tempted to nip down to the garden centre to buy some compost, but I'll be spoilt for choice as to what to do with it. So certainly on the list for today, as we've got some sorry states of affairs with these damn things. They are not fit for purpose. Absolutely not fit for purpose. So with 3 panes to replace that I can see, that being one, and as you saw on the videos from last year, There's two here, one and 2. So that's going to get immediate attention today. But in terms of a state of affairs in here, that looks good. That's not too much worry. We'll get this. We'll get that bed fettled out, and there's this bed to get fettled out, so we might get a chance to get that done. And then in the food cage, the fruit cage even, we've got the blueberries from last time. I still need to think about what I'm doing in terms of extending this thing, and what we might do with these red currants down here, because that'd be amazing if we can get that cage across there. I've said it many a time, and then maybe extended down here. We don't quite know. Don't know. Right, so that's a little wander around. We've identified some key jobs to do. I think there's a tomato still to get rid of from in here. Yeah, that's true. So they can get done today. We might give the blackberries a trim back from there. All in all, we're not looking too bad for a start of the year. Remember last year we were building all these frames. Don't need to do that this year, other than this one, which we want to put as a tomato bed. I'm not putting the plastic sheets back on this. So we'll have 4 beds, 1, 2, 3, 4 for brassicas and the like, and maybe 5. More I'm thinking about it, more I'm going to harvest this today. All that kale's going to get gone today. Harvest the kale today, and then we'll temporary plant the. In fact, no, we'll plant those black currants in here under the cover. We don't need it covered right away. It's only when it's fruiting we need it covering, and then we can just think about something funky. What we do with that little bit, maybe. Right, let's get something done. So I've now harvested those red cabbages. I've just noticed I've got a bit of dock at the back to get rid of, but that bed's now turned over. I did think, right, I'll just get rid of these weeds, and in doing so I've managed to harvest these potatoes over here, which is a nice little surprise. And what I've thought is that I'm wondering whether we didn't harvest this little area of the potato bed because these raspberries were in. There we go. So I've completed the weeding of the potato bed and managed to harvest probably another 4 or 5 spuds from out of both beds. And then what I've started to do is transplant the raspberries that were around this corner into this area now that was vacated, what was the gooseberries. And what I've decided, I think what we'll do is we'll have a growing area down here similar to this, a low area, something like beetroot, things like that, onions can go in there. And then what I've decided here is that upon reflection, if that's a raised bed, a hoop house, that's going to go into the trees and become problematic. So what I've kind of lined out in the path is what we'll do is we'll have a raised bed here, and then just have this little bit. Obviously we've got the walnut there, and the apple's not too far back, so we can probably get one here. So that's the plan. You just need a bit of reflection time to think things through rather than doing things impulsively. So 2 areas there of improvement. Right, I need to nip back home, get the blueberries, and they're going to go into that bit there. So that's the 4 black currants in, and we've now got these repaired. It's pretty cold today, and you can start see it condensating up, and that's going to freeze because these are already frozen now. So the temporary repairs are on, they're done, but that will not last. I can see other areas cracking on other bits. You see there, just flaking away. So a new solution for that needs to be thought upon pretty quickly. But for now, that's today's video. Thanks for watching, and join us again soon.